Good evening to all my kings and queens of the universe. My name is New Queen. Thanks for checking out Black Smoke tonight. Um, I just want to come on here and say, first of all, make sure y'all listen to my Anchor podcast, My Chocolate Honey. And that's on Anchor, and that's available on 6 different platforms. Check me out. Tonight's episode was basically the get up, and I'm not even going to piggyback off that. What I basically want to talk about tonight is okay, meeting people on social media. Okay, so low key, this might be a good topic for my podcast too. But several years ago, back in 2012, I was staying with my mom, and I actually had got a Facebook account in 2008, I believe. I believe it was 2008. Either here or there. Ended up getting a Facebook account. And 2012, I scrolling through and I see this sexy chocolate motherfucker. So I'm like, like the picture. Somehow, I'm pretty sure now that I think about it now, he contacted me. At the time I thought like, wow, all these people he chose me. Woo, woo. We talked and everything. Coming to find out, he is in he's on the East Coast somewhere. So, you know what? We're just gonna call him Virginia. Okay, that's where he is. We're gonna call him Virginia. So we continued to talk. I actually started feeling myself falling in love with this man. Mind you, never met him. I mean, we were talking to the point where they didn't have videos on Facebook at the time, or where you can call in person. We could just send pictures, and we were holding up sheets of paper. Literally, we would hold up sheets of paper with our name on it and send pictures. That's how we would communicate and send our pictures or whatever. So, lo and behold, we talking for about a year. He has a baby. He was with someone, they broke up, he moved out. Of course, he was still sliding in and whatever. He has a baby. I have no control over that. We're not together. We only have a emotional relationship at this time. We haven't solidified anything over the phone. I did at one point say I was coming to see him. I didn't go. At the time, I had money woes. Again, I was staying with my mom. But I was manifesting something at the time that right now, I see what I was manifesting. I can actually feel it. I see it. Mind you, this was back in 2012. This smoking thing, real quick, side note, I did start back smoking. I'm finna quit again, though. Ain't no harm in trying, as long as you try. So anyway, Virginia, let's finish talking about him. Because this is a trip, y'all. So yeah, 2012, 13, 14. After I said I was going to come down there in 2013 and didn't make it, we stopped talking for a little while. And then we started back talking. And then we lost contact again. And then recently, okay, so this is April 2021. So this was last year. I will probably say maybe the middle of last year, I reached out to him. Now, both times that we've gotten back in touch, it's been because of me. I've reached out. So, last year, 2020, I reached out just saying, hey, just thinking about you. Hope you and your family is good. Unbeknownst to me, he contacts me back. So we start talking again, shooting the shit. He's at this time back in 2020. He's telling me he's going to be 40 in 2021. And, we made all these plans. I'm going to move down there. I'm going to come and see him first. He go come up here. We go do, month-to-month travels. We were really for real, at least I thought he was. Then I'm on my way to work one night, and I call him because, I'm on my way to work, and I usually talk to him before I go to work or whatever. And at this time, he's doing these major cleaning in his house. So I'm like, okay, cool. Then he ups and tells me that it's this little girl that, he's like a father figure to her. And mind you, we've been talking for like 2 months now. He ain't mentioned shit about no little girl. I just know that he has a little girl biologically. But this particular little girl is a little girl of a young woman that he knows. Okay, stay with me. Stay with me. So he's telling me all this extra shit or whatever. And I'm like, okay, well, Virginia, why you just didn't let me know about this when we started talking? I asked if anybody else in your life or whatnot, even if it wasn't an intimate relationship, that's something I feel like I should know. If I'm coming to see you and then it's another woman and a child there, or it's a child there that's not your child, I mean, like, you telling me I can stay with you when I come down there, what the fuck are we doing? He gets upset with me. And mind you, he's all the way in Virginia. So at this time, I'm like, damn. Feelings a little hurt. I'm a tourist. I ain't gonna lie, I got a hard shell, but I'm soft and fuzzy. You know what I'm saying? In the inside. So anyway, my feelings hurt. I shed a couple tears, whatever, draw that shit up. Okay. I go to work. I don't hear from him anymore. So I send him this long ass novel text, Facebook message or whatever. And I don't hear back from him. Like, it literally, he was just like, okay, well, fuck you, bitch. So, boom. I let it go. To a certain extent, he was still in the back of my mind. Because this was somebody I thought I had this genuine connection with. Like, y'all, when I tell you, me and this man shared, like, a level of mental intimacy that I hadn't got with anyone that I had seen, like, met physically. I had never met this man physically, and over the phone we were taught about numbers and how the universe is, like, full of this energy. And he was the first person that I was able to speak to this kind of stuff, speak to about these things. Getting a little tongue twisted, a little tongue tied. But, and again, this was back in 2012, 2013, we were talking about this stuff. And I've always been a big person on, like, the universe and astrology and things like that, and where all this shit come from. So meeting someone that was, like, into that type of stuff like I was like, the shit to me. Okay. So fast forward back to 2020, we stopped talking again. Then 2021, March 2021. It was like early March. I reached out. I just sent him a video. I just told him, hey, I'm releasing you right now. You'll always have a place in my heart, or some I said like that. And I really did mean it. I really did mean what I said in the video. But the topic of the video was just, I'm releasing you. We haven't met. It don't seem like you trying to really fuck with me like that. It seems like every time I reach out, it's because of me. So, hey, let it go. He reached back about how beautiful I was in the video and everything, because I did have my natural hair wig, But, so yeah, we start back talking again. Third time is a charm, right? No. Yeah, stay with me. All of a sudden, we have this beautiful, long conversation. I'm at work one night. Mind you, I work a mid-third shift. So I'm at work from 2 to maybe 3 in the morning. We on the phone. When I tell you, we are on the fucking phone for 3.5 hours. I was only at work for 4. But I would say from probably maybe like midnight to well after I got home, we were on the phone. We were on the fucking phone, like talking, like real talking about life, our family, what we trying to do, you know what I'm saying? Then I said, you know what, fuck it, I got a credit with American Airlines right now. Because, matter of fact, I could tell you exactly when we were supposed to meet last year. We were supposed to meet actually last year in March. But I had to cancel the trip due to COVID. And I made a trip for my son and I. So I had that credit still, and it carried on or whatever to this year. So ironically, I'm thinking about this now, like, damn, this is March again. I'm booking another trip to see him. So, after we had this long conversation, I'm like, fuck it. It's been 9 years or so. Let me just go ahead and book this trip again. I'm making a step forward. I'm actually making a step, So a few days after that, you know what? Let me back up. I made the trip. I booked the trip or whatever. Let him know. Sent him the email with all of the itinerary information. He cool. Boom. The crazy thing was me just being impulsive. I booked a date for the 4th through the 8th. I didn't know. I forgot Easter was on the 4th. So I'm like, fuck it. I'm cooking on that Saturday anyway. So me and my family go cooking on that Saturday. I just had my sister drop me off at the airport. Boom. Now mind you, my truck had been vandalized on the 21st of March. I already booked the trip. So when my truck got vandalized and I'm telling him this, I felt like his energy changed towards me. I don't know what he expected to hear from me, but I told him the truth. And I felt like his energy changed. So after that, I barely talked to this man, okay? He calls me one day, I'm cooking. Because I cook, that's what the fuck I do, I cook. So he calls me one day, we chopping it up. And I say, well, I haven't heard from you, you know what I'm saying? I haven't talked to you, how you been doing? He tells me that his way of talking to me is through Facebook Messenger or through text. That's his way of talking. Talking is an action. You just contacted me, which could be in several different outlets, whether it's email, text, Facebook, Instagram. And we don't follow each other on Instagram. We're just friends on Facebook. So to me, verbiage is really big. I'm really big on words. Even if I use the wrong word, I want somebody to correct me. So I'm going to correct the person. And I told him, if that's the way you feel, then you're valid in that. I said, but my thing is, I wanted to make sure I called you on your birthday. And, in my head, I didn't tell him this, but in my head, I wanted to do something really sexy for him since I'm all the way here. He's in Virginia. I was going to do like a live video with him and everything and dance for him. I had this whole little thing set up in my head. He tells me that everything just dried up like a prune, dried up like a grapefruit, dried up like a lemon, just dry. I just, mouth dry, pussy dry, everything dry. Anyway, he was like, that's his way of talking. So I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool. I'm not going to argue with nobody in regards to how they feel about something. If you feel that way, I can't change the way you feel. But you being a 40-year-old man, you and I know that that's some bullshit. I didn't tell him that because I knew he knew that already. This is an intelligent man, y'all. So for him to tell me that, I'm like, it's something else going on. And all you gotta do is be honest. I mean, what the fuck? I'm all the way here in Wisconsin. I'm not gonna just rush down there because I feel like you belong to me and ruin what you have. No, I literally just wanted to meet this man because I felt like he had an impact on my life. I'm not even gonna lie. I loved him. I did. I loved him. And I never even met him. But a part of me loved the intimacy I shared with him in regards to what we talked about and how he spoke to me and how he was, basically cared for me. But then, time goes by, you learn, you think about stuff. And I started thinking like, damn, if he really cared, he would have made a way to come and see me as well. If he really cared, he would have reached out to me as well throughout these years. If he really cared, he would have called more and put more interest in me. I know this to be true because I would do the same thing. Anything that a person really wants is worth fighting for. If you, I mean, the most busiest person will make time to call somebody that they feel is a priority to them or important to them or someone that they care about, whether it's like a 2 or 3 minute conversation or an hour long conversation. And I just felt like he just basically told me at that moment, like, bitch, you ain't shit to me. So, with that being said, I canceled the trip. It took me about a week, though, after that happened to cancel it. And ironically, I had a dentist appointment on the 7th. Now, mind you, the trip was booked from the 4th to the 8th of April. I had a dentist appointment for April 7th and have two wisdom teeth pulled. But I was willing to reschedule that appointment just to go see this man. That was the only main thing I had to do that week. My son was on spring break. He was going to be taken care of. My daughter, she was on break. All she had to do was work. So everything was pretty much taken care of, even work. I even took care of that. You know what I'm saying? To a certain extent. And then once I canceled the trip, I'm like, well, shit. I might as well just retract my work days and take my ass to work. And that's what I did. And I haven't even heard from him. Okay? There's still a message on my Facebook from March 28th from him. I haven't even opened the message. I know what it says, but I haven't even opened it. It wasn't even worth opening. I don't really want him to know that I've even thought about him, and I have every day. But it's crazy because I'm like, damn, I need to release this man. So that's what I'm going to be doing. Tonight I'm off work. I'm going to be releasing him. And I was told by a spiritual guide to actually release him by writing his name on a piece of paper and basically cutting the paper. Okay? So what I'm actually going to be doing is writing his name on this paper. And then I'm going to be writing my name on the paper at the bottom. Okay, but I'm also going to be writing what I'm releasing with him. Trauma, toxicity, and failure. Okay, and I put drama because clearly there's drama within his world, his spiritual realm. I can feel that energy. Toxicity because clearly he's being toxic by not being honest. That's toxic right there. If you can't communicate with someone that you claim you love or care about, that's a toxic trait. And the failure part is him failing to be the man that I thought he was. My thing was what he was giving to me, I took. And I guess I failed on that part too because I failed to look through all of the lenses. I'm glad I did now, you know what I'm saying? I didn't put too much into it. But it was enough. So that's why I'm doing that. And with mine, I'm just going to release the thoughts. Emotion. And the attachment. Okay? So, I am doing this. Now I'm speaking to the universe. I'm going to be divinely guided as I have been. And you're going to be giving me more blessings as you have been. I am now releasing this man away from me, clearing him off my mind mentally with you, universe. You will divinely guide me in each and every way after this. I'm releasing the feeling, the emotions, the pleasures of that what I thought was love. I am releasing it. I am tearing it apart, breaking it away, and throwing it away. This one I am folding up. Because as I fold it, in each crevice, in each crease, he will feel it. Release. Now, what I will say, being human and being honest, is that you might not automatically stop thinking about that person, but I can guarantee you, if you really mean it, it will happen. I love you all. Thank you so much. And stay tuned for another episode of Black Smoke. Peace.